2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Certainly looking forward to seeing how this rivalry plays out, Rich. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement that these two generate. That's not the shot he was hoping for. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Gotta make sure to control the flight here because the wind, well, is straight into their face.
That's it, it's okay. Getting ready to play their third. That's some good golf right there. This one's for birdie. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for first in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
That's a good-looking shot there. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently in first place, looking to hold that lead here.
Come on, you're better than that. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
This is buckets. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Currently 1 under for the event. Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
And that one's headed to the drink. Henny, how bad is this lie?
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Opting for the 5-iron. That was a bit of a miscue.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
"13 feet to the hole."
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
He finds himself in a share of 8th.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, Rich, that's the special stuff. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Why not take another look at that effort?
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
And here we are with the third shot. Just a couple back from our leader. Ooh, that almost went down. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Ooh. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 6th at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip, and unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
A wonderful shot, well played, a chance for birdie here at the 6th. This putt to move into a share of second place.
Surely it's going to.
Oh, well played. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary? What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Well, if you haven't felt snake-bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Yeah, that's well judged. Let's get back to it, shall we? No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Ooh.
Short game has always been stellar, and that's just why.
And he needs this to save par. That's well holed. And that makes him tied for first.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee at par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
This one's tracking.
Well, the old hammer hands putt. Putting for a par here. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Not bad. Time for the second shot at the 10th. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 13 feet to the cup.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. And that will take him to 4 under. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, almost went in. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway, and you can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Nice out the rough here.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
A bit too much club there.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee, a short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Wow, that was just striped. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here. And back to the play, shall we? A chance for a birdie if this goes down. It's on a good line. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead. And that will move him to 6 under par. He sits in first position. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely... I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
That's disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And there it goes from the sand. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Yeah, that's a great play, Rich. Not quite on the dance floor, but a mighty drive.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently leading by 3. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Now 4 shots up after that hole. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Playing within their comfort zone there.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Oh, so close. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Currently at 7 under for the tournament.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun. Going and going and going.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. And choosing the 8-iron here. That might be one club too many. Well, that's a handy shot. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Putting for a par now. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The final hole of the Snake Pit, an uphill par 3. Again, 210+ yards.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This putt coming up is for birdie. And down it goes. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. We've made our way to the final tee here of Innisbrook's Copperhead course, and Rich, no real reprieve.
Not at all. Tee shots have to favor the right-hand side, staying short of those bunkers down the right. The bunkers on the left will see a lot of action, and good luck getting it on the green from there. This green is probably one of the nastiest on the golf course, as it's got a severe tilt from back to front and left to right as well. This is truly one of the best par 4 finishing holes on the PGA Tour.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
And there's your Valspar Championship champion, Rich. What a week.
Absolutely. Great playing all week long. Must say it was a hard-fought but well-earned victory.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
Well, they came, they saw, and they conquered. They took down a fierce rival, and that's a victory they should be proud of, Henny.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.